A 28-year-old man undergoes evaluation for infertility. Which of the following cells is the first haploid cell formed during spermatogenesis? Spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte. The secondary spermatocyte.
Correct, correct. So what is the question? The first haploid cell they are asking. First haploid cell. Okay. Spermatogonia is diploid. Primary spermatocyte is also diploid. The secondary spermatocyte is the first haploid cell. Okay. So the first haploid cell is
Yes.
the secondary spermatocyte. Okay. So next question.
Primary oocytes remain arrested in which stage from fetal life until puberty? Metaphase 1, prophase 1, diplotin cells, or B option, prophase 1 of a
Yes,
diplotin
prophase
stage.
1 of the diplotiny stage. Okay. So this prophase 1 diplotiny stage, primary oocytes are arrested in prophase 1 diplotiny stage from the fetal life until the ovulation. This we have seen completely in the last session. Next.
Uh, Completion of meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 in oogenesis is completed at birth, at puberty, during for ovulation, only after fertilization. Sir, only after fertilization.
Correct, correct. Very good. So it is only after fertilization the meiosis 2 gets completed. The secondary oocyte is arrested in metaphase 2 and completes meiosis 2 only after the sperm entry. Next question.
Entry. Capacitation of sperm normally occurs at testis, epididymis, uterine cavity, cervix, or vagina. Sir, uterine cavity.
Correct. Capacitation of the sperm normally occurs in the uterine cavity. Okay. In the female genital tract,
Yes, sir.
uterus and the tubes. Next.
Yes. Sir, acrosome reaction. The acrosome reaction is triggered by contact with zona pellucida ZP3.
So option B, the acrosome reaction is triggered by the contact with zona pellucida, that is a ZP3. Okay. So
Yes,
binding to ZP3 receptor triggers the acrosomal enzyme release. Okay. Now questions from the first week of
yes, sir.
development. Okay.
Yes, sir. First week of development, day of fertilization. Fertilization usually occurs in the ampulla of fallopian tube.
Yeah. So option C. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So option C is the ampulla. Next, question 7.
The morula stage is typically reached on day 3, sir.
Day?
3.
Yeah, C. C is the option. Okay. And by day 3, you have got a morula stage. Now,
Yes, sir.
blastocysts.
Forms approximately on day 4 to 5.
Yes. By day 4, 5, the morula gets converted into the blastocyst. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next.
Bilaminar germ disc consists of epiblast and hypoblast.
Correct. The option C. Epiblast and the hypoblast. Okay. Next question.
The amniotic cavity develops from hypoblast.
Amniotic cavity.
Amniotic. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, sir. Epiblast.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Because we have just seen there is amniotic sac and there is a primary yolk sac. Now next question. Anyone else? Just Dr. Mihir or Dr. Monica, you want to go ahead? Anyone else? Dr. Sansi, you go ahead. I think they are not
Yes, sir.
reachable.
Yes, sir. The primary, sir, needs
Read the
the
question
12.
completely.
The primary yolk sac is formed by hypoblast.
Yes,
Option B, sir.
hyperblast. Yes, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Sir, the primitive streak. The primitive streak appears around day 14.
Is it 14?
Day 10 or day
Day
14?
15.
Day 50. Day 50.
Okay.
It's a little
Next.
tricky.
But you are quite close.
Gastrulation
You are quite
results.
close. You need to be
Yes,
very, very specific. Okay. Yeah.
specific. Yes, sir. Restoration results in trilaminar disc. Option
Yes.
C.
Option C. once you talk about third week trilaminar germ disc, gastrulation, okay, primitive streaks, that is what should run in your mind. So this is the
Yes, sir.
trilaminar germ disc. Next question.
Notochord derives from paraaxial mesoderm. Option B.
Notochord is in the paraxial region or in the central region?
In the central region.
So central region
Axial.
will be which mesoderm? Actually, there is no labeling of this separately as the for the central, but it happens in the center. Okay. Then the rest of the
Okay.
mesoderm is divided into paraaxial, then intermediate, and then the lateral. Okay. So the notochord is
Hmm.
in the center. That is why here the option will be the axial mesoderm, because
Okay.
paraaxial will form the somites. Okay.
Somites. Yes, sir.
Huh.
Neural tube closure. A failure of neural tube closure leads to gastrus spina bifida, sir. Option B.
Yes, neural tube closure failure will lead to the spina bifida. Okay, next.
Yes, sir. Paraaxial mesoderm forms somites. Option C.
Correct. Now you are getting the things right.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now the intermediate
Intermediate
mesoderm.
forms urogenital system that will include gonads, sir.
Option
B.
correct. Okay, intermediate mesoderm will form the gonads. Then now go ahead next.
Uh, Lateral plate mesoderm splits into option B, somatopleuric and splanchnopluric layers.
Yeah, correct. Very good, doctor. Now
Uh,
villi formation.
primary vil- yes, a primary villi formation. It consists cytotrophoblast core with syncytial trophoblast covering. That is option C.
Correct. Okay. So now tertiary villi.
Tertiary villi are characterized by maternal blood spaces. Option C.
Is it?
No, option B. Option B. Fetal capillaries.
Read carefully. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes.
the vascular system is in your mind. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
just be very specific. Here, the fetal capillaries are getting formed. Okay. The maternal
Form.
blood is
Yes,
there
sir.
in the lacunae. Okay.
Lacunae. Hmm.
You got it.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes.
option B. Next.
First site of hematopoiesis is liver. Option A.
Is it?
Or option B. Bone marrow.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't.
It is yolk sac.
Uh,
In the
yolk
fetal
sac.
life, it is the yolk sac that is the source of hematopoiesis. Okay.
Poiesis.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Vitellointestinal duct persistence causes patent urachus.
Is it? Vitalointestinal duct.
Duct
You have this
persistence.
secondary use yolk sac. This secondary yolk sac partly gets incorporated into the developing embryo. That leads to the formation of the primitive gut. With the primitive gut and the yolk sac, there is a connection which is called as this vitalointestinal duct. If this vitalointestinal
Uh,
duct remains,
Mickel's
what it will lead to?
diverticulum. Mickel's diverticulum, sir.
So option B. Okay, Meckel's diverticulum. Okay,
Yes, sir.
same. Now
Yes, sir.
the question is twisted. Meckel's diverticulum arises
Yes.
from?
Arises from vitellointestinal duct.
Yes. Okay. Now next.
Allantois contributes to amnion placenta urachus.
Correct. Option C. Okay. Next.
Yes. Chorion is formed by chorion is formed by trophoblast plus extraembryonic mesoderm. Option C.
Option C. Trophoblast plus extraembryonic mesoderm.
Meso.
Okay, that is the
Yes, sir.
option C. Now next question.
Primitive streak regression. A 29-year-old woman undergoes ultrasound at 5 weeks gestation. Which of the following embryological structure should normally have regressed by the end of 4th week? Notochord, neural tube, primitive. Answer is given. Primitive streak, sir.
Yes, the primitive streak should regress by
Regress.
around, and if it is persistent, what it will lead to? So the primitive stick appears by around day 15 and normally regresses by the end of 4th week. Persistence may cause sacrococcygeal teratoma. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Question number
Uh,
2.
a fetus is diagnosed with Hirschsprung disease. Failure of migration of which structure is responsible? Neural crest. Option C,
Yes.
sir.
What does this neural crest form?
Neural crest is formed
Components
from
of PNS, peripheral nervous system.
peripheral
Okay.
nervous system. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Hmm.
see, they are asking lots of derivatives. Okay.
Hmm.
What will lead to what? Okay. Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, derivatives. Okay. Neural crest, derivatives. So that is how you remember embryology. Okay, my lecture will help you to understand, but these are the questions which you need to solve. So neural crest cells form the entry ganglia. Neural crest neural tube forms the CNS. Okay, so they are asking about the neural crest and the neural tube. Okay,
Hmm.
so the
Yes,
answer
sir.
here is a neural crest. Next.
Which of the following structure is derived from intermediate mesoderm? Sir, option A, vertebral bodies.
Intermediate mesoderm.
Vertebral bodies, no, sir. Vertebral body, skeletal muscle, dermis of the skin.
You have paraxial, you have intermediate, and you have got lateral.
Lateral. Intermediate mesoderm urogenital system. So option will be C, kidney.
C option, kidneys. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Intermediate
sir.
will mesoderm will give rise to urogenital system, that is kidneys and gonads. Paraxial will give rise to somites, that will
So
lead to the vertebrae and dermis. Lateral plate will give rise to gut wall and body wall. Okay.
body. Yes, sir.
Is it clear? The
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
concepts, the lecture and this you are able to correlate now. Next.
The
The amnion is derived from.
amnion is derived from epiblast.
This is
Option
a
C.
repeat question. Okay.
Question. Yes, sir.
So amniotic cavity forms within the epiblast. The amnion lining is called as amnioblast from the epiblast. Okay. So most of the time you may get confused with trophoblast. Okay. Secondary yolk sac now question. The definitive yolk
The
sac forms.
from the secondary definitive yolk sac forms when epiblast proliferates, hypoblast proliferates and replaces primary yolk sac. Extraembryonic mesoderm splits, chorionic cavity forms. Secondary yolk sac is chorionic. Option D, when chorionic cavity forms.
Here they have given option B. Primary yolk sac is replaced by the
By
hypoblast
hypoblast.
proliferation, leading to secondary yolk sac formation. But this also important event, the chorionic cavity formation. Okay. This is
Yes, sir.
also it's a very close option. Okay. Next.
Yes, sir. Chorionic villi development. At which stage do fetal capillaries first appear in chorionic villi? Tertiary villi, sir. Option
Option
C. C.
correct. Tertiary villi. Okay. So primary have got only trophoblast. Okay. Secondary will
Yes.
have the mesoderm core. Tertiary will have the fetal vessels by the end
Yes,
of
sir.
3rd week.
Hmm.
Next.
Notochord formation induction trap. The primary function of the notochord is formation of vertebral bodies. Induction. Option C, sir. Induction of neural plate.
Yes, that is option C. Okay. Induction of neural plate. And the neural plate develops which part? It is from the ectoderm. Okay.
The
So
ectoderm.
notochord
Yes, sir.
is a mesodermal structure in the center. That is why we in the previous question we said it is an axial. Okay. But
Action.
above that is a ectoderm. And this notochord induces the overlying ectoderm leading to the formation of the neural plate. Neural plate will be separated from the rest of the ectoderm by the borders, that is called as neural crest. At the time of invagination of this neural plate, that
Hmm.
border will lead to the formation of the neural crest, and this
Neural
neural
crest.
crest will lead to the formation of the
The
PNS.
peripheral.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Allantois gelative
Allantois.
persistence of allantois may lead to urachal fistula. Option B.
Yeah. Okay. Now you are not getting confused with the Maker's diverticulum. Okay. That is
Yes.
different. That is
Yes.
connection between the primitive gut and the yolk sac. Okay.
Yolk sac.
So urachal fistula. Allantois leads to the urachus, leading to the formation of the medial umbilical median. This is also a question. In adults, it is a remnant as a median umbilical ligament. So they can ask you failure of regression. They can ask you the adult remnant also. The persistence will lead to urachal cyst or the urachal fistula. Next question. Just a moment. Next.
The bilaminar germ disc is present during week 2. Option B.
Option B. Okay. So week 1, there is a cleavage and blastocyst formation. Week 2 is concerned with the bilaminar germ disc, that is epiblast and hypoblast. And week 3 is a gastrulation, that is trilaminar germ disc. Next question.
Vitello-intestinal duct rule of 2, clinical trap. A child presents with painless rectal bleeding. Michel's diverticulum is suspected. It is most commonly located 2 centimeter from ileocecal valve, 2 inches from duodenum, 2 feet from ileocecal valve. Sir, option C, 2 feet from
2 feet from the
ileocecal valve.
ileocecal valve. Okay, option C. So it is located 2 feet from the ileocecal wall. There is a rule of 2. It is present in 2% population. 2 feet from ileocecal wall, 2 inches long, and 2 types of ectopic mucosa it will have. Okay, and presents before the age of 2. Okay, it may have gastric and the pancreatic mucosa. Okay, so next is about timing. Go ahead. Hello, doctor, you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. A little. Okay, sure. Timing trap, neural tube closure. A woman presents at 5 weeks of gestation. Failure of closure of the cranial neuropole would have occurred at approximately which gestational day? Day
This we have not
25.
covered, but we will cover in subsequent lecture. Okay. This the option answer is option D, day 25. Okay, there is a cranial neuropore and there is a caudal neuropore. Okay, so the cranial neuropore closes by around day 25 and the caudal neuropore closes by around day 27 to day 28. Okay, then next question.
Primitive streak regression. Persistence of primitive streak may result in option B, sacrococcygeal teratoma.
Correct. Sacrococcygeal teratoma. Primitive streak should regress by the end of 4th week. Persistence will lead to pluripotent cells leading to the formation of teratoma. Okay, next.
Yolk sac derivative trap. Which of the following structure is derived from the secondary yolk sac? Amnion, allantois, chorion, neural tube, or placental villi?
What is the answer?
Option secondary yolk sac, placental villi. Option E.
Is it from where the placental villi will come? Primary villi, secondary villi?
Cytotrophoblast. Option D.
So is it a derivative of secondary yolk sac?
No, sir.
There is a projection which is arising from the secondary yolk sac. What is that projection?
Secondary yolk sac. Extra embryonic.
It is allantois. Okay, allantois arises as a diverticulum from posterior wall of the yolk sac during week 3. Next.
Yes. Mesoderm derivative confusion. Which structure is derived from the intermediate mesoderm? Gonads. Option D.
Yes, don't get confused with the adrenal medulla. Okay, because gonads will also come, kidneys will also come. Okay, but the medulla has got a different origin. Okay, option D, that is gonads. So paraaxial will give rise to somite, that will lead to the vertebrae and dermis. Intermediate will give rise to urogenital system. The neural crest will give rise to adrenal medulla. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this can also, they can ask you the SBA for the adrenal medulla. So the adrenal medulla origin is neural crest. Neural crest will also form your PNS. Okay. Next.
Chorionic villi sequence type, correct sequence of villus development. Primary, secondary, tertiary.
Yes. Option C. So primary has got a cytotrophoblast core. Secondary has got a mesoderm core, and third is the core is the in tertiary you have got a fetal vessels form. Okay. Next.
Epiblast derivative, which structure arises from epiblast, hypoblast lining of yolk sac, no. Cytotrophoblast, no. Amniotic epithelium, sir, option C, amniotic epithelium.
Yes, now you are correct. Okay. So epiblast forms the amnion, all three germ layers. Hypoblast contributes to the yolk sac lining only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Notochord function trap. The primary role of the notochord is to option B, sir, induce neural plate formation.
Yes, notochord induces the neural plate formation. Okay. So notochord induces overlying ectoderm to form the neural plate. So vertebral bodies form from the scleroderm. Okay. Next.
Rule trap. This has happened, sir. It is a repeat question. 2 feet from ileocecal valve. Option C.
Yes, this is a repeat question. So this rule also we have seen. Now last two questions.
Mm.
Yes.
Extraembryonic mesoderm division. The chorionic cavity forms when extraembryonic mesoderm division. The chorionic cavity forms when epiblast splits, hypoblast splits, trophoblast. Extraembryonic mesoderm splits. Option D.
Yes, option D. Okay. So extra embryonic mesoderm splits into somatopleuric and the splanchnopleuric, and the space between the two will be the chorionic cavity.
Yes,
Next.
sir. Allantois remnant trap. The fibrous remnant of allantois in adults is known as option B, median umbilical ligament.
Correct. Option B, allantois is lead to urachus, that is the median umbilical ligament. So medial umbilical ligaments are obliterated umbilical arteries. So there is difference between the median umbilical ligament and the medial umbilical ligament. These medial umbilical ligaments are the obliterated umbilical arteries, while median umbilical ligament is from the allantois.
Allantois.
Okay. So
Yes.
this is the timing summary. Fertilization day 0, then morula is day 3, blastocyst is day 5. Implantation begins by day 6 to day 7. Bilaminar germ disc is in the week 2. Primitive sticks by day 15, and neural tube closure happens by around day 25 to day 28. Then we have seen
Great.
the proximal and the distal
Got
neuropore closure. Okay, so that finishes the general embryology.